Okay, so this is the 100th time that I'm attempting this on Windows 10 because I've had a lot of problems with recording software here. Not as simple as on Linux or on other Windows versions because they simply don't work with Windows 10 for the time being. I guess they need to be reconfigured a little bit or optimized for Windows 10 would be a proper way to put it. Anyway, welcome everybody. This tutorial is intended to help all those on Udemy who are following through the course on ethical hacking, and this will help you install VirtualBox in Windows 10. I mean, there isn't that much different aside from the selection of the version. You can no longer select the 4.0 something version or 4 something version. You need the 5th version of VirtualBox, and that is exactly what we shall download and install today. Unfortunately, I still have it installed, but we can quickly fix that. I'm just going to go ahead and uninstall this. Yes, please go away. You are no longer wanted, but in a minute you will be wanted again. And it's doing it. Anyway, as I said, there isn't that much different that you need to do. It's a fairly straightforward process. Is there something else that I need to remove? Apparently, no. So that should be fine. Let's open up a web browser. This is the screen recorder that I'm using and that I've just downloaded, and hopefully it will work. I do believe that I have it downloaded, but let's just go ahead and do it one more time. So let's close the Firefox altogether actually. So just open up your browser. All you need to do is, as before, just type in VirtualBox, press enter, open up the first site that comes along pretty much. Make sure that it's a HTTPS site and that you don't get any warnings or like that in regard to the certificate. If you do, do not download it from that site. Go into download section where it says VirtualBox 504 for Windows hosts. They seem to have removed the warning for Windows 10, but okay. I'm guessing that they fixed a lot of things there. So just go ahead and download this version. Click on Save File. The download itself, it shouldn't take an eternity of time. Should be relatively fast. On this friend's machine, I have from the ISP provider, I have 80 megabits download and 10 megabits upload, and they always give me like 10 plus extra megabits for upload and a couple of for download and a couple of for download. I messed that up wonderfully. They always give me like 10 extra gigabits for download and about 2 or 3 for upload. Anyway, I've downloaded it, so just go ahead and click on it. It's an executable. Big deal. Let's minimize this and this. So you will get this window here that you will see. Just go ahead and click on Next, Next, Next. And this warning is basically telling you that it will briefly interrupt your network connection, so keep that in mind if you're downloading something or doing something. If you're playing a game, let's say, it will disconnect you most likely, but for a few seconds. So just go ahead and click on Yes, Install, Yes, and it's going through the process now. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, just checking, is the recording program still running? You have no idea how frustrating was it to find a recording software which would actually work on Windows 10. Okay, so here we go. Just go ahead and click on Finish. And there we go, we have VirtualBox installed. These machines here, the virtual machines, these are just files on the system. These are virtual machines that I had installed previously, and they're still there, so if you have any other, you will be able to see them here immediately, even if you delete VirtualBox and then reinstall it. Again, if you want to delete the machines, you may do so as well. Just right click and click on Remove and say delete all files, and that will remove the machine permanently. Anyway, that would be it as far as the installation of VirtualBox goes. I would also recommend that you install the extension pack. I have dealt with this in greater detail in the course, but I mean, I might as well do it quickly here. So it says VirtualBox 504 or called VM VirtualBox extension pack. Go ahead and download this as well. These are not VirtualBox guest editions. This is something completely different. Why we need this and etc. I have went over this in the course itself. The only reason I'm doing this now is just to show you how to install it in order to help people who are using Windows 10 and who wanted to install VirtualBox in Windows 10 but have had problems on Udemy. So okay, I already have them installed, but I'm just going to go ahead and click on reinstall. You're going to have an option to install it. It literally just says reinstall or install. That is the difference between me and you. Just go ahead and click on agree here if you do wish to agree. And yes, here the process is automated to the fullest of extents. Pretty much all that could be automated has been automated, and there you go, was installed successfully. Okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, so I have these things running in the back. Never mind those. And we've installed this extension pack so that we can use a USB pass-through, so that we can have our USB devices and that we can pass them to virtual machines. The most important case of this is the passing of the USB wireless adapter, so that you would give wireless capabilities to your virtual machine, because your virtual machine, even though you might have a wireless card integrated into your machine, it's completely useless for a virtual machine in VirtualBox, as it doesn't actually recognize it as such. Let me just show you what I mean by this. With the extension pack, we can go into settings, into USB, and now we can actually pass USB devices to our virtual machine. So you have actually 2.0 and 3.0. You don't have 3.1, but I mean, yeah, you're not going to use a 3.1 on on most laptops and on most desktops. You might, but you don't have support in VirtualBox for it. Anyway, you just click on plus, which is one plus and a pencil here, if I'm not mistaken, and you can pass a USB device. I don't know, let's take my headset for example. I just click on it, and that's literally all I need to do. I need to make sure that this is toggled, and that's it. Just click on OK, and the next time you boot into your machine, your virtual machine would actually see this USB device and would be able to utilize it. To remove it, just click on the red minus sign. That's literally all you need to do. Anyway, I hope that all of you on Udemy who have had problems with installing VirtualBox in Windows 10, that this tutorial has been helpful and that you were able to follow through. Also, one keynote is that I do not monitor the discussions on YouTube, so please don't post anything, as I won't see it. I really won't, because I don't monitor them there. If you have any questions, and if you're not from Udemy, if you're not attending the course on Udemy, it's perfectly fine. Just go ahead and visit the link below, register on Udemy. It's completely free, and post any questions that you like in the discussion section. I will be more than happy to help you. I'll be more than happy to help you out. I mean, if you have questions, for me to answer them, you don't have any pre-requirements. You don't need to enroll in the course. You don't need to buy the course. I will answer them anyway. And that would be it. I hope that I have at least helped someone.